Hey, what's going on out there, man? Y'all know what time it is. Time for that post game show, man. Woo, but it was a close one. But to be honest, this is one I could respect because if y'all tuned into the show last Tuesday, I told
Mm-hmm.
y'all it was gonna be a low scoring game, and they scored exactly how
Yeah.
many points I said they were gonna score. Because one thing about weather is undefeated. With weather, you can always put injuries in there. You can always put um, tough traction, can't get a grip with your cleats. And
Oh yeah.
this was just, one of those ugly games that the Falcons won that they had to win, to be honest. And they got the job done. So, not going to complain about that.
Yep.
But, hey, man, before we get started, as always, man, I want to welcome my right hand man, Tip, Chris Moore, and Berto and Uncle Steve out there in the Meadowlands right now. So,
Yeah. Just having
they
fun.
They had a front row seat. So go ahead and
Yes,
tell the
sir.
people what's up before we get started, man.
Man, what it do? You already know what's going on. Two in a row, y'all. Two in a row. Hey, man, Falcons, run the table. Run the table on them, Falcons. Go ahead and do it. You know, a game and a half up in the NFC South. The Saints did lose. Appreciate y'all, Lions. Y'all had one job and y'all did it. So appreciate that, man. But hey, we got to salute this defense. This defense hasn't given up a touchdown in 9 quarters. You feel
No,
me?
I
So
think
what
it's
was all
11 now.
those?
It's actually
Yeah,
11.
yeah. So I'm like, so
Yeah,
where are all those people who are doubting the defense? We told you, man, they've been carrying, and they carried us to this win. Ugly win. Yes, it was, but win nonetheless. Don't know about your dinner, but my dinner gonna taste real good tonight. You know what I'm talking
right.
about? So it's still positive. Desmond Ritter, he did enough, but the Falcons defense put their had the blueprint and they put their fingerprints all over this game. 3 takeaways in this game, no touchdowns. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Another
Let's go.
interception and two fumbles. So
Yep.
we
Jesse
got
Bates again, babe. Jesse. I'm
hey, we
talking about
seriously got to be talking about Jesse Bates in the defensive player of the year conversation.
right.
Because we know TJ Watt is that guy out in Pittsburgh. He's gonna do what he's gonna do it anyway. Um, but you got to look at Jesse Bates. You got to look at Deron Bland in Dallas. Six pick sixes for the season.
Yeah,
Um,
that's tough.
I mean, for some teams, defenses carried them, and the Cowboys, just like the Falcons, defenses carry their team a lot. So as we look at it going
Right.
forward, man, defense is going to be key. We only gave up really two field goals because the safety
Mm-hmm.
was not the defense's fault, man. It was really actually Arthur Smith's fault because why would you run a
Crazy.
toss sweep on the goal line instead of running one of your big running backs up the middle to try to put some space between you and that goal line? But I
Right.
digress, and hey, it is what it is. We got past it, so
Right. Held them
hey,
boys to only 62 rushing yards. I'm
right.
just saying, man, defense got 4 sacks today, too. You know what I said? Had a fumble recovery. So man, we had made them boys fumble. Man, we out there doing everything, man. It was just on all phases of this defense, man. Salute to the defense. And I even gotta say it. I gotta get it out right now. Because if I don't, I may not give them credit. All right, Richie Grant, you did that. You did that, Richie. You did that. That was all you, Richie. You split two defenders, two guys.
Yeah, Mike went up. Your mic went up. Your mic went up. But yeah, man, I agree with that, man. We're gonna let him get back to his point as soon as he get back in.
All right, man. What's
But
going on? New
okay,
York.
now repeat yourself. I can hear you now. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
man, New York trying to, send some of that troubled waters and troubled weather my way, man. But like I was saying, man, the Falcons defense, man, showed up again, at doing their thing. Again, like I said, Richie Grant, you did that. I give you your credit. You did that, man. Split two defenders, got the force the fumble. And honestly, I'm so glad Arthur went ahead and challenged that because that definitely was the quarterback not having possession of the ball coming
What
forward.
is on for? Yeah.
Yep. Good shout out to Richie. And real quick, shout out to Arnold Albert Katie, who has 4 sacks and the forced fumble in his last 5 games. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the young fella. Keep it up. Keep it up.
And it's crazy because it seems like Ryan Nielsen is doing the right thing, using him in pass rushing downs only. And before he get to those pass rushing down, he has Lorenzo Carter and Bud Dupree on the field. And speaking of Bud Dupree, he had a great game as well. He had I think 4 tackles, 2 sacks.
Yeah,
And
he forced that
shout out
fumble.
yeah, so shout out to Bud, man. Bud has had a solid season so far. And
Yeah,
like I said, if we got 5.5 to 6 sacks out of him, he did his job. And he's
right.
almost there. So shout out to Bud, man. Hometown kid. Well, not Atlanta, but Macon, Georgia, but he's, that's down the street. But yeah, shout out to Bud Dupree. It was a lot of David Onyemata was disrupting the running lanes.
Right.
He was getting in the backfield. I
TQ
mean,
Graham did a little bit.
Taquan Graham was solid in the run game. The
Mhm.
only person that pissed me off with his defense today was Jeff Okuda. He was getting burnt like an STD at the clinic, and
I'm talking about with no recovery in sight.
I mean he needed a lot of penicillin. But before we keep going, man, like we always do, man, we're gonna open up the chat in a little while, and we're gonna let
Let's
y'all
see who's
get it
in
off
here.
y'all chest. But let's see who is in this chat, man.
See who's here.
King 83. He definitely right. There was a bad officiating game. I don't know what the hell they was looking at with
absolutely.
some of these calls. But it was ugly. Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to know that too, Mars. What is pass interference these days? It's definitely not some of the
bro.
plays that they was
How
calling.
was that not PI with Drake London and
I
Carter the
don't know. He
second?
turned the man all the way around. I don't know what
Bro,
they was thinking.
what's good?
Man. Eric Bevel, Mafia, Zoe, Jermaine Willingham, Emperor, my homegirl Blinking Stitch, she in the house. Shout out to her. Miss
Yes,
Charlene
man.
Samuel, she like the intro music. I love it too.
Yeah.
Maddie Ghost, Tales by G, Jay Black, Eric Rogers, always checking in.
Mm-hmm.
Javier Smith, Slanging Wood 29, Bellows World, my boy Dre True Statement.
Right.
He said, "What's going on, Falcon fam? Hard win harder than it needed to be, but so on to the first place, and that's absolutely correct because the
Right.
Saints lost to the Detroit Lions today, so we are solely in position of first place. Blue Jacket for life. LG, what's good, my dude? Yeah, win is a win,
It
but
is.
we damn near to a sorry team, and that's true, man. Yeah,
It was rough.
it was rough,
It was
but you
rough
got it.
looking
Like I
at it,
told
man.
y'all in the preview, though. I knew that defense was going to come to play, and they did.
Oh
So
yeah.
if they had moved the ball just a little bit better than what they did, because Tim Boyle missed a couple of open passes that probably would have been touchdowns had it been
Yeah. He
a
missed
competent
Garrett Wilson
quarterback.
a lot today.
Right, Garrett Wilson, man, he beat Clark Phillips, I think, 2 times. But I mean that's neither here nor there. But
Yeah, he
hey,
got
it
D
was still a
Austin
solid game.
sometime.
Still a solid
But
game. TCG Channel 208. Paul Badone, Tyreek Johnson, Mactown. What's up, dude? Bo,
in here.
Marquise here. I hope I pronounced it right. I'm bad with names. King Monet, yes, they shut the run game down, man. Definitely agree with that. I think they
Yeah.
only had like 62
62
yards this game.
yards, averaging 3.9 per carry. He ain't going nowhere.
So, one thing that I'm gonna be honest with y'all, Desmond Ritter did make some mistakes today, but he kept his head on straight.
Right.
One of those he fumbled on the first play of the game. I was pissed when I saw that, but he had to make the throws when he had to because, like I said, this game I wouldn't expect him to do anything. But what I did, like he targeted Kyle Pitts a little bit more. And as I
Yeah.
said in the preview, that was going to be key in this game because I didn't think either one of those Jets linebackers could cover him, and I
Same
was
here.
right. So if they can get more Kyle Pitts involved in this offense going forward, I think it opens up for everybody, not just B. John, not just Algier, not just Drake London. I mean everybody.
Right.
So going forward, Kyle Pitts has to be more included in this offense.
Yeah. Average 12.8 yards per catch today. 4 receptions, 51 yards. And he had to have his fingerprints on this game. Just what you were saying as well, Smitty, about the linebackers. Just not going to be able to stay with him. Shout out to McCole Pruitt, too, for being able to get open for that touchdown. The game's only touchdown. 13-8 is the final score. Man, it was an ugly game, but I'm just glad we got the W because if we would have lost this game, boy.
Hey, boy, it would have been ugly, ugly.
But we was already saying, boy, we lose this game, we may have to go ahead and go off them.
But I got to give a shout out to the right side of that offensive line as well.
Yes,
they played their hearts out this game, and man,
Caleb McGarry, they've been really.
Caleb McGarry, Chris Lindstrom, and Storm Norton. They killed the Jets on the right side today. And one of them play calls to the right side where Jermaine Johnson got free to Ritter. That was a bad play call on Arthur Smith's part.
Yes, it was.
But other than that, man, they had a very, very solid game. And next week is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's not gonna get any easier. So
man, we gotta make them boys walk the plank.
Y'all got to buckle down, man. You got to buckle down because being at 500 has been tough for us. If we win next week, we already surpassed where we equal the win total from last year. With 5 games remaining after that. So we got to come through, win next week, and see where it goes. But as we always do, man, we want to hear y'all vibe, man. Catch y'all vibe right quick.
Yes, sir.
Let us know your thoughts on this win. So what I'm gonna do is I always do. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat so y'all can jump in.
Hey, real quick, speaking about Kyle Pitts,
do you think?
He still just doesn't look healthy to me. You know, he still I feel like he pulled up on that one that was called a PI. I feel like he stopped running on that one. It looked like to me. And he looks like he's not still fully healthy, and he kind of looks like he's frustrated by it too. But I mean, that's just
but you remember I said it takes a while to get confidence back, not only in that knee, but as you being a player, you gonna always have that thought in your mind, I'm just one injury away again. So maybe he's being a little bit too careful, but if he just goes out and plays his game, man, I think he'll be fine. Because like I said, man, Michael Pruitt, that touchdown catch. I'm just telling y'all, Jonnu Smith. I mean, they plays like that are just making Kyle Pitts expendable, man. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Now, I've said that he could be traded, but you know, I'm not falling in love with these players. But I'm just saying, some things you can just write on the wall, as you can see. You don't need a superstar tight end in this offense, and if they can get decent draft compensation for him, I think the Falcons think about it. But that's in the future. We'll see what happens. But I just dropped the link in the chat.
Even if you did want to do something like that, though, like trade him, you still got to get him more targets so people can see what he can do. Just to raise that stock if you did want to get rid of Kyle Pitts, because they got Pruitt, they got Smith, still got Fitzpatrick, still got Hesse. It's a lot of tight ends in that room, man. And Kyle Pitts, man, this was the first game in a minute. I can't even think about it. Maybe was it the Commanders game or something like that where he had definitely wasn't the Commanders game. That was Drake London.
That was Drake London.
It may have been like the Nets game or something like that. About him being the leading receiver, though. That's my point. About him being the leading receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was only 4 catches, but he was the leading receiver. And first time that the Falcons have won back-to-back games since, early in the season, too, back in September. So shout out to Atlanta, I'm saying, trying to get this streak going, man. Let's run this table, y'all. Let's run this table. Yeah. And come on, Carolina. Y'all got one job to do today. Beat Tampa to go ahead and sink them down some more, too. Why not?
Right. But Cutthroat John said Bijan looks like he stops in routes, and I agree with that.
Yeah, he does.
Y'all got to understand the reason why he stops in routes. 9 times out of 10, it's exactly what he's seeing in front of him. If you running right into a defender, you gonna stop too. And it ain't about running scared. It's just about knowing where you at on the football field. Man, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all might not like it, but they got to make business decisions as well, because the next game always has to come up for them to get paid. So y'all got to think about things like that. Shout out to Mr. Angela, man. What's good? What's good? Thank you for always tuning in. Appreciate you.
And then
Ken folks in the back. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Ken folk, what's up?
Ken folk. Can't hear you,
Folk, you
brother.
there?
Yeah. All right.
What you got to say? Go ahead. He could not.
Oh no, Kinfolk out in them streets. Well, look at who it is.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
What's the problem? My
It's
done. It's breaking. It's done.
It's the return.
The return of the bunny.
No, but honestly, I didn't really watch the game. I saw the first half, and then after that, I didn't really see it. I saw like at the very end. But my thing is, I get it. Kyle Pitts is a tight end, and he could still be hurt. But I'm okay if he's gone. But we really do need an edge. We need edge bad. Okuda did look lost from the time I was watching him. He looked so lost. And I don't know what's going on. At first, he was kind of doing good, and then like it kind of went to the wayside. So, I was glad to see that Phillips came in and did what he had to do. Was get I don't know what happened to AJ. I didn't see it.
Yeah,
it was a concussion. Yeah, concussion.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took a vicious hit. Yeah, he took a vicious hit.
I
with
didn't
that one.
see it.
Yeah, I kind of knew that one as soon as it happened. Concussion. Yeah.
So hopefully Phillips step up, and because we're gonna really need them. They can't play like they played today next week. We really gotta be on it. We got to come with the funk. We cannot be playing around.
But you got to think too. They played with the elements today. So like I said, I kind of knew it wasn't gonna be a high scoring game. But I do agree. They're gonna have to pick it up just a little bit because 13 points is not gonna beat Tampa Bay. Mike Evans
at least we didn't have the worst score though. Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, true.
At least we didn't have the worst score though. I think that Patriots game ended at 6-0. I don't know who they played, but
they played in Chargers. Yeah, nobody scored a touchdown.
Hey y'all, but let's go ahead and get it out the way right now, y'all. Let's get this out the way.
Go ahead.
These past 2 weeks, these past 2.5, 3 weeks, we can go ahead and say we need AJ Terrell. Like it ain't let's get rid of Terrell and keep Okuda. Let's go ahead and kill that right here on this show and say that yes, we do need AJ Terrell. So I mean, for all the ones who don't want to pay him, no, I don't want to overpay him. I don't want to do that, but I still think we need him in Atlanta. Also, something that John Abraham was saying this past Tuesday on the show then too. So yeah, we need AJ Terrell.
I agree. But Clark Phillips didn't do bad though. He actually stepped in when needed. So at least we know that we have some good rotation in case, something happens.
In case you need to let Okuda walk, here go Clark Phillips. Yeah.
I agree with that. And at first I was on Okuda. I was like, okay, Okuda doing good. But I'm like, now, bro, you forgot how to play football. What's going on? Like are you not in it? Like what's going on? So
I think he was just trying to take too many chances. He kept looking in the backfield. That kept getting him burned. He trying to read the quarterback eyes instead of reading his receiver. So
actually, what was you looking in the backfield for? They need to get the ball down.
I have no clue, bro. I have no clue.
And I think our offense, as far as our offense, from what I can say, because again, I didn't watch the whole game in its entirety. But what I can say is our offense cannot be bullshit next week. We can't be doing all the stuff that we doing. I believe Ritter he still has to learn to be, for lack of a better word, self-conscious when he's throwing the ball. Because luckily, I think it was a man downfield, illegal man downfield when he threw that pick. Like he has to be self-conscious. And also, I don't know, it was that one play I did watch where he forgot to run. He forgot he had legs to go and run, and I think we took a loss.
I mean, what with Ritter, man, I just think he's got to stop that throwing to the first read. I mean, he was not going through his reads. He throw to the first guy. He did it with Kyle Pitts. He did it with Drake London. But he's got to learn to go through progression. That's something he's just struggling with. And I think, over time, I mean, it could help. But it's just something as simple as knowing what your matchups are on the field. If he figure out what his matchups are on the field and where's the advantage, I think that helps. But until he figures that out, it's just gonna be, the same old thing.
Right.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
Rise up. What's going on? What's up, A1?
What it do, homie?
Man, first thing, Y'all see I changed it. It's Kinfolk Bates now.
All right.
Bates is worth every single dollar.
I agree. I
Whatever.
wholeheartedly
Oh,
agree.
matter of fact, just go ahead and give it all to him right now.
I agree.
Matter of fact, reconstruct the deal. Usually, whenever a deal reconstructed, it's to open up the salary cap a little more to make more moves. In Jesse Bates' case, for us as a Falcons fan that struggle with defense, go ahead and reconstruct his contract and put another 2 years on there.
Go ahead and
the
do
man
it.
just make plays.
I agree with that. He a dog.
You're a dog, man.
And then you can see his effect on the way that the team tackle with Nate Landman punching that ball out.
Can we resign him?
That's Jesse Bates. Them watching him.
Facts.
I ain't mad about this being a low scoring game because we know really they are us just.
Oh man,
going out again.
I know, going out again, man.
But yeah, I do agree. I forgot to hit on Bates. I knew he was gonna get an interception. That man be all over the field. He's all over the field.
Bro, Smitty, you remember in the preseason, I said 4 interceptions. The man has eclipsed that already. The man got 5. I'm like, man, this man is an absolute beast in the backfield.
He a dog. And whose decision was that? Was that a Terry pick?
As far as to sign him,
I think that was a whole front office thing. I think Jerry Gray had the most input into that. If you want me to be honest, because he's the secondary coach. But I think AJ Terrell, Jonnu Smith, Kyle Pitts, I think they all had the same agent. So that played a key role as well. Nate Landman did get hurt, but he was fine at the end of the game. We'll see what comes with that.
Okay. We'll
see what comes with that injury because it wasn't nice, but hey, Nate Landman, he's another guy that needs a new contract. He's making under $1 million. So
sting him now. Like, what are you waiting on?
Yeah, give the man the money because he done his job. So we'll see what happens, man. But he did get hurt, but he's fine. So DA, what's up, man?
And I'm out.
Okay. Go ahead. Hold on, DA.
To Bijan.
Hold
was
on,
that
DA.
1,000 rushing yards or 1,000 total yards?
1,000 scrimmage yards.
Scrimmage
yards. Fastest Falcon to do so.
Yeah, so congratulations to him for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Hey, man, before you get out of here, you got to tell people where to find them dope t-shirts just like this one right here. She the one made it. So if y'all want to know where I got this shirt from, she right here on the screen. She going to throw out her link. Y'all go holler at it if y'all want one of these dope shirts like I got on. My boy A1 Forever got one.
I got,
and my boy 95.
You got another one that's in the car, just riding in the passenger seat.
Yeah, man. I'm just keeping my spirit around. That's all. That's all.
But you guys can find me on Twitter. For most of y'all who already know me on Twitter, I am Blink. No, I ain't. What's my Twitter thing?
Her little self.
Yeah, that. Her little self 23 on Twitter. I forgot. I'm sorry. And then
I just had to give you the bro meme.
Blink and Stitch, etc. on TikTok and on I'm on something else. YouTube.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with all this stuff. But anyway, I'm out. I'm going back into the comments. I got some packages I need to be opening. Bye.
See,
appreciate
third down.
DA, you know what time it is, man. Go on, give us that breakdown right quick.
What's going on, Smith? I know y'all
Man,
probably
what it do, brother?
Bama hat on, man.
Yeah, you being disrespectful, but we gonna let it shine.
Hey, let me explain myself now. Y'all know I'm full pledge Atlanta, Georgia, man. That's just what it is. But my family's from Alabama. I grew up a Bama fan, and my first ever football game at 5 with a '96 Iron Bowl that was played in Birmingham. So Bama, the roll tide just in my bloodline. I can't help that, man.
Okay.
So I got respect for the dogs. It's still the home team, but it just, man, I grew up a Bama guy, man. I'm gonna go and be honest. But I want to say this though, man. First and foremost, I'm glad we got the win today, man, because the fact that, coming off the bye week, we're 2-0 off our bye week, man. And I get it. Folks want to talk about who was bad, this and that. I'm proud of the way this team performed today, right? I'm a little disappointed that the offense couldn't do more, but, the elements, man, it was cold up there. It's raining, and the main goal for them was to get out of this trap game with a W. You see what I'm saying? And what I love about this game, though, And actually, this game is gonna help them mentally, in terms of going forward. A game like this against a defense like that and being able to do the little thing, it was very little, man. But like I said, a trap game that we won and going forward, man, I would say I like the little bit that we saw from the tight end game today. And what I got from this game overall, Arthur Smith kind of has a gold mine in front of him for the fact that, if you look at the way they use the tight ends today, it's kind of like Arthur Smith got this secret playbook or something, man. Kind of sort of looking like it was in Tennessee with the tight end game and the running backs. And if they can find a way to balance all this out, especially coming off a game like this, I think going forward, we could be really dangerous, man. And I do believe if the elements weren't the case today, I think the tight ends probably would have did some special things today. You see, so but for the most part, like I said, we can talk about pass rush, we can talk about this, but I think our secondary is excellent. And when you look at how Clark Phillips stepped up, the young guy came in, played a huge role, stepping in, have to guard some of those guys. I like the way that we have it set up where we got our guys, our starters, and we have the transitional guys going forward, right?
Right.
So without a pass rush, without that, this defense is finding a way to do great things. You can talk about it being the Jets. You can talk about the record. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. But man, even though this defense is lacking the edge game, they're still dominating the NFL right now. And after 12 weeks, you can pretty much say they are. They're a smash mouth defense that don't give up much. That's gonna fight in the trenches, man. Fight like hell in the trenches. And like I said, I love it, man. We may be low in pass rush, but we still a top 10 defense. So I say everybody enjoy this, man. And
caliber defense.
Yep. And going forward with Tampa, I mean, guys, we have a chance to run the table here. And you look at where we are, right? I say 3 more wins outside of the division, maybe 2 more wins outside the division, and 2 more division wins give us the NFC South. I'm just gonna call it like that. 10 games, we got this division, man. So, like I said, I'm proud of where they played today, and I'm looking forward to next week, man. When it's dry, they're gonna be at home inside, and I'm gonna be in the building next week.
Cool. What you think about Clark Phillips overall? Do you think it was a blessing that he played today for them to see what he has going forward?
Man, absolutely, man. I'll tell you something, man. Clark Phillips, one of those guys, I really believe he would have still led the draft in terms of defensive back. Because the guy come down, he's not afraid to hit. I do worry about him going against taller guys in the future, but I think that was a good coming out party for him, And Clark Phillips, one of those guys, is under Jesse Bates and guys like Trey Flowers, AJ Terrell, them teaching this guy. I love what I saw from him. I think the sky's the limit for him.
Agree.
And just so I didn't miss anything, just to make sure I ain't miss anything, Mike Hughes is not injured, right? He was a healthy scratch today?
Healthy scratch, yeah.
I think so. I think so. But I would love to see Clark Phillips, in more on those nickel and dime packages, just to see what he can do. But like I said, when you look at the secondary, man, and think about how they got, our starters, Jesse Bates, Richard Grant, AJ, and Jeff Okudah, I like how they have that transitional group behind them that can come right in and fill those gaps. We know when Jeff went down, Trey Flowers came in, did a great job. In other words, Ryan Nielsen got this defense ready to play. It don't matter who go down. It don't matter what happened. These guys are ready to play, and everybody's on the same page on defense. The main goal is let's get stopped. And last thing, I just want to say this, guys, and this may be kind of off, it's not off subject. Having this defense make me look back before this season, and appreciate Matt Ryan even more. Because I just always say this. If Matt would have had a defense like this in his prime, I think we'll have 2 or 3 championships, man. Because think about what Matt was able to do with the little possessions he had. Matt wasn't getting the ball 15, 20 possessions a game like Tom Brady and Peyton and all those guys. Just imagine we had a guy going over 4,000 yards. It make you miss him even more. You see what I'm saying? So I think when I look at this defense and what they are, I just wish we could have had this sooner. You see what I'm saying? But going forward, everybody's team heading in the right direction. I mean, that's all we say. We 6-6, first place. Go ahead.
Matt Ryan would have benefited, but not with Arthur Smith play calling.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Oh, yeah. See, now the thing about it is, if he had that defense,
Arthur Smith in today, man. I go back to Mike Smith days, man, because the offense was rolling on the Mike Smith, man.
Oh yeah, we had weapons then. But DA, man, as always, man, I'm gonna keep pushing you to make that channel because soon as you do, you're gonna let me know, and we're gonna have you on the show so we can put them numbers through the roof.
Got
So
you.
you just reach out to me, let me know, and I got you.
Appreciate y'all. Looking forward to seeing y'all next week, man. I'm about to head back to
my
that
brother.
spot.
Appreciate you.
All right.
D, what's up, man?
What's going on with you, bro? You can hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we hear you.
Hey, yeah, I was down so about to ask bro what his page is, cause he got me ready to goddamn go out there and play for him right now, man. He need to be a coach
I'll
for
tell
real.
you, boy, DA make you run through a wall, boy.
Well,
Oh,
I'm ready to see what they talking about, man. But hey, man, what was going on with the refs today, man? What happened?
I mean, I don't know. They might be got the same virus that
shoot,
the
your guess
refs
is as
caught
good
at the
as
Georgia
mine.
game. So yeah, because
Hey, man,
I seen holding, I seen face mask, pass interference, I seen it all, and just didn't get the calls.
We did it, and then I think Arthur Smith need to get a little bit more discipline, because I ain't too much care for that penalty. We almost got with we got a penalty with Jesse Bates, or was that who got that penalty almost in the end for the hitting the guy all the way out, damn near at the end on the sideline. It was damn near almost. It was like the third. Yeah, Ellis, man. Hey, man, now come on, man. We gotta be a little bit smarter when we know we can't produce the points like that. We gotta be a little bit more smarter when it comes to that.
Yeah, agree with that. But as I look at it as a whole, man, this offense really didn't give up much. So going forward, I just think we're going up in the ranking with the defense and with the power ranking this week. We got to crack the top 15. We got to be at least 12 or 13. Because you got to give our defense credit, man.
Definitely.
The only thing that pisses me off with Arthur Smith is his play calling. Like I said, on the 1 yard line, why the hell are you running a toss sweep when you need to just run up the middle to try to get more room to get away from the goal line? So he kind of set himself up for that safety. But other than that, man, it was a solid game.
Just running straight middle.
Yeah. Running up the middle. That's all you got to do.
Straight up middle. Like, why are we doing all this trickery on the? But I'm gonna go ahead and get on the body. But I got a question for you and A1 real quick though, man.
Go ahead.
I got a question. Hey, so if Chicago came and was like, we'll give you Justin Fields for that first round in Pitts, you taking it?
Nope.
Justin Fields for the first rounder and Pitts? No.
Yeah.
No. I got the reason why I say that.
My first rounder and my tight end? No.
The reason why I say
for
no
that quarterback
is I don't think they will have to give a first round pick. They probably won't have to give up a second round pick. And the reason why, I think they're just going to try to unload them for what they can because they're going out to the one top quarterbacks in this draft. So you might not even have to give up picks or a first round pick. So I say no.
Yeah.
Okay, because
that's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, Stephen A. and Shannon was on there arguing the other day about a first round pick for Justin Fields, and they were throwing his name around and shit. Saying the Falcons might need to give up the first round pick, and just shit, stuff like that. So I just wanted to see what y'all boys thought about it. But I'm gonna get on out to here, man. I'm out here in Cali, and so I moved from Atlanta like a year and some change ago. And I'm on the way home, so I'm gonna get out y'all here, man. Y'all keep doing your thing. I'm in the comments.
Cool, bro. Be safe out there.
Okay. So, with all due respect, and y'all can send this to whoever y'all want to, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to need for because I have respect for Shannon. I have respect for Steven. But honestly, don't talk about the Atlanta Falcons, okay? Because you obviously don't know anything about the Atlanta Falcons. Respectfully.
The only thing he know is
you want me to give up my first round pick for a quarterback that has done pretty much nothing in this league so far.
Yeah.
What, just because he's athletic? Are you out of your mind? Man, watch out.
Yeah, and you remember I said the other day.
I just want to get that.
You remember I said the other day about Kyle Pitts and trading him. It's not that I want him to go. I'm just being real. When he's up for a contract, what the first thing they're gonna look at? Numbers, injury history. The only thing that's on his side, other than numbers, is probably he made a Pro Bowl his rookie season. That's it. But how many 100-yard games has he had since that? Make that make sense?
Hey, shoot, since his rookie season, if I'm not mistaken, only one? Maybe
he has. Yeah, he's only had one.
Shoot, the thing about I got a crazy stat for you too, though. Jimmy Graham has more touchdowns than Kyle Pitts.
Yep.
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham was 37 years old.
So he's about 40 now.
But you got to think about it, man. It's quarterback play when it comes down to it, man. So I'm not gonna blame Kyle Pitts wholeheartedly for him not having the numbers that he had, because when he had a competent quarterback and Matt Ryan, he put up a Pro Bowl season. So
yeah, he did.
They give him a competent quarterback. That's all he needs, if you want me to be honest. But see, Doug, man, tell me what you think about the game.
Guys, I just am kind of feeling like this. We survived. That's what we needed to. Go into the game, win it at any cost. I'm not worried about what touchdowns. I didn't worry about how we looked. It was going to be an ugly game.
Yeah, I knew that from the beginning.
Yeah, and when Terrell went out, I was nervous about that. But then I was really nervous when our linebackers went out, Ellis and Landman.
Right.
But sure enough, Jesse Bates makes another play. That's why we have him. Thank God. Can he teach the other guys how to intercept the ball? Is that possible? Because it's only like the ball's magnet to him.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to see that get spread out. That's all. I mean, but no, for real. I mean, I'm glad to have him as on our team. But yeah, the offense, it's like the redheaded stepchild. It's like the defense, you're going high five. You're going, you did your job. You did your job. Offense, you didn't screw this up. And I hate to say it, we're having to do that with the coach, not the players.
Right.
What was that mess in the end zone where
I see, Doug, like I said, when you that deep in your territory, run the ball up the middle and try to, get space.
Yeah. Smitty, you know how that defense has been playing all year? When they get an opportunity to get something, they're going to go get it. If it's a safety, touchdown, they're going to get it. Right. And they were doing that. Now, our guys held their stuff together, even though some of them look like fishes out of water. But honestly, I just feel like yeah, sorry guys, I'm driving while I'm talking to y'all.
That's all right.
But yeah.
Oh, no, you doing your thing? Yeah, I'm about to say,
hold on. They asked me to go get food for them while I'm watching football. I'm like, y'all know that the Falcons just won, right? You ain't supposed to be doing that to me. But anyway.
You've been married long enough to know that story.
Oh, I know. 23 years, and if I'm there 23, guess what? I'm going to be there 24.
Right.
So I don't argue.
19 myself, so I know exactly where you at.
Hey, I gotta give a shout out to her because if it wasn't for her, I would have never discovered the red zone. And she's the one that looked at me and says, "You ordered this, so I don't ever have to hear the remote clicking." So I was like, "Yes, ma'am, got it done." So that's a woman right there. So shout out to Rebecca. So I wanted to just talk about that because it's like this. Survive this game. The referees, I don't know what some of those calls were. The radio casts were going crazy about it, but my thing is survive. If we would have lost this game, I could have seen us go down like a really pathetic look, but we won this game, and that's what I liked about it. And, I think beyond you look at what they've had to go through just to get the numbers they got so far is pretty impressive. Awful. How is it that Desmond could be good at times, but then get so inconsistent? Besides coaching, I know that. But, what else? Because I just don't understand how this guy can make me want to pull my hair out. Even when I'm watching going, it's going to happen.
He needs to work on his decision-making for sure because, like I said, he was going to his first read damn near all game. When you play a quarterback, you got to go through all the reads, find the matchups, and he just wasn't doing that. He was he was comfortable with it.
Well, not only that, he at one point he had a brain fart.
He doesn't have that
like,
factor.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like there's your difference between a third rounder and a first rounder. Where that third round, it's like you get those guys, or really just that quarterback mind. You got that guy that's looking, going, okay, any way necessary. But
Right.
then you get a quarterback that's just going, oh, I can run. Too late. 7-yard sack. And, it's a good look. We won. And that's what I'm excited about. Tampa Bay, we get them at our house. So I'm excited to see how we're going to look next week. So
No
with
doubt.
that, guys, I think we're going to have a good week. Let's see how these injuries happen. Do our linebackers get better? Because that's going to be a big question. Landman has done for all the things they've said about him, he's done amazing filling in for us.
Agreed. And like
So
I said, he's actually giving the Falcons a chance to reevaluate Troy Anderson, what he can do on this defense. Because he comes back next year, he can play in the middle as well, but you have to use him as an outside guy as well because of his speed and his size. So
you're going to have to. You're going to have to use him as a pass rusher at least, because that would be some speed and some power.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Teach him. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, guys, I'm out.
All right, C-Dub, appreciate you, man.
My man, Smitty, what's bad? What's going on, Smitty?
You got it. What's up?
Hey, man, so these are two things I'm going to take from this game, even though we won the game. The first thing I'm going to say is I felt like we should have set the tone early, basically making this game more of a CP and Algier type of game. And the reason why I say that because it took a while for B-John to get going, and I felt like they got a physical front, so I felt like we should have just got physical with them. And another thing is they O-line is so trash. I felt like we should have got way more sacks. I felt like this should have been one of them games we should have, like, one of them get-right games to get, like, at least 5 sacks on them. Because you see they stats, they in the bottom, they, like, at the 30. They bottom last and everything damn near offensively. But I ain't mad about a dub. A dub's a dub. But I just felt like this should have been an Algier game. I feel like Algier should have got way more touches this game because I felt like he more capable of running through that line before B-John. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it kind of made me mad at the beginning. CP was running through this defense in the beginning, and then you switch back to the smaller running back. Keep using those big backs and wear this defense down, and that way, in the second half, you can see Bijan. He can put the game to rest. So sometimes, man, it's just common sense, man. He just don't use it all the time.
And that's what the Falcons are best at. We're best at when we run the ball to open up the pass.
Yep.
We're best at that. That's when we're at our best. And I mean,
we kept trying to take we kept trying to run to the outside, but it wasn't like working at first. Like when we was running up the middle, it was more efficient than when we was running on the outside. And then it's just like, I don't know if you got 3 of these backs, I just feel like you gotta split that. You gotta split them carries. Like B-John shouldn't be out there 3 times in a row. Like, you feel me? Especially on a drive when you know you need a first down. You get what I'm saying? You gotta have them big one. You gotta have them big guys out there. So
that's true.
It's very stressful watching this team. This team will make you want to drink bleach, bro. Like,
come on, bro.
This team will make you want to grab that Clorox, bro.
I ain't drinking no bleach. I'm gonna just keep wiping my clothes with it.
I can't do it. Hey, I
can't do that one.
Carries though, John.
I might get mad, but I can't do that one. Sorry.
Yeah,
right. Tyler only had 8 carries. Cordero 5, and Ritter even had 3. He ain't get he ain't get no yards or nothing, but he had 3 carries. There's a couple of them he had lost some yards.
So this Tampa game, we gotta pack that stadium out next Sunday. My goal right now, because I got small goals for this team, because I'm not like going too crazy. Because you feel me, we are nowhere where we want to be at. I just feel like the goal right now is to get over 500. We gotta change the narrative of this worst division. Because I feel like with this, the way how this division looks, give it like 2 more years, if this division is trash again, like another division winner wins the division under 500, they're gonna wind up changing the rules where it's going to be like a divisional winner is not even going to be in the playoffs no more, just off the strength because of
Oh,
how
it's
bad
coming.
our
I've been saying that for
It's
years.
definitely on the
It's
way.
coming. It's coming
Mhm.
because
yeah.
It's happened too many times already.
these
Mhm.
teams with losing record getting home games in the playoffs is just ridiculous to me. Always has been.
Yep.
Because if Seattle does not get that home game against New Orleans back in the day when Marshawn Lynch broke,
Hey,
Mhm.
we wouldn't. I mean, we wouldn't even. That would have never happened. But
that
they
beast
definitely,
run.
they definitely got to change it, man. They definitely got
Yeah.
to change it.
And I feel like right now, because people think I'm crazy for saying this. If you really look at this division, right, I feel like the first team in this division to win 3 games in a row can win this division. Because you got to
Yeah.
understand, if you see how we win this game, we got a nice little cushion. Even if we would have lost this game, we still would have been on top of this division for at least another week or 2 weeks. But if you get a nice 3 games in a row, you should be good for like another, you should be comfortable for like another 2-3 weeks to
Right.
Yeah.
stay on top of this division. So it's just like you just got to get over 500 in this division. If you get over 500 in this division, you can win this division. Because
True.
if we go 4-0 in this division and we 7-6, we
We
should
only
be
got 2 games
good.
left in the
We got
division.
2
One next
games
week,
left. Carolina
and
and Saints.
other against Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, but hey,
Yeah,
man, look,
Yeah, this
I'm
season.
telling you, it's just oof.
yeah. Because
And
I don't
guys,
feel
I've
like I
already
don't
said too. I don't want that Saints game to be for anything. I don't want it to be
exactly.
like the team that wins gets in. I don't want it to be none of that. I want it to be the Falcons can rest starters against the
Right.
Saints if they choose to. That's
Yep.
what I'm looking for, y'all. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking for. And I got a
Exactly.
question too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Falcons defense today did have 4 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
They also did cause 3 fumbles,
Right.
recovered 2, and everything, caused an interception. Are you saying that we still should have had even more production just because we were playing the Jets and the Elements?
I mean, I didn't even know we had 4 sacks. I thought we had. I ain't gonna lie. I thought we had 2, but the defense did. I'm not even mad at the defense today though. It's more of the offense because the game should have been over. Because if you get down the field, I think that possession when Pitts had that holding call, if we would have got, because that drive, we was definitely going to get points on the board. If we would have just kicked a field goal and been up 8, that game would have been over. Like it would have been over. It was just I just hate how we just make it so hard. We make games more than what it has to be. Like it just
Well, that goes back to Arthur Smith. I
yeah.
feel like when he get in certain positions in the game, he try to get conservative instead of just keep knocking until somebody let you in the door.
Right.
He's got to get that I'm gonna step on your neck type mentality. If he can do that, then the Falcons their team changes. That's
Yeah.
the type of attitude that they need to have. Go ahead, Chris.
Are we confident that he can get that? Because we haven't seen that since he's been here.
No, I'm not confident.
That's a
I'm
good
not
question.
confident.
That's a good question, but I had to say no.
Yeah.
Because he hadn't showed in 3 years. I don't think he'll ever show. I think he is what he is at this point.
Yeah, because
He can win. He can win games, and he can change his coaching philosophy. But can he get in his mindset to change and say, "Hey, man, I'm fucking up. I need to change something up to make us a little bit more successful on offense." But he's not thinking like that. He's just thinking, "I'm gonna do what I want to do, regardless of how anybody feels." And that's just always been his mindset.
Because that's gonna scare me in the playoffs. Because this is a one and done game. In a one and done game, it's not like basketball. It's not a 7-game series where it's a one and done. If you coach like that and you like them little tiny mistakes that you make is going to come back and haunt you later down in the game. Like even
Facts.
today, like going into the second half, I don't know what is our problem when we get down the field ready to go into the second half. I just feel like, bro, just take your points. Take your points. Take your 3. You keep trying to gamble. I get it. You trying to go up, like go up. You trying to up the score. I get it. But if it's not working, and if we can't get the first down, bro, just take the points. It's 17 seconds. Just run the ball. Call a timeout. Let the clock get to 3 seconds. Kick the ball. Take your point. Because it just I don't get it every time. Every time if we getting into the second half, We just gambling. We playing around. Like you gotta stop playing around. Just take your points. Just take your points. That's just how I look at it.
And then Cutthroat John, he made the perfect perfect solution to your reaction is killer instinct. That's what we got to have.
That killer instinct.
Gotta have that killer instinct, man. You got to. Because if you don't in this league, you won't last long. But CFN, man, finally get you in the chat, man.
I can't hear. I can't hear you, huh?
You.
Go out and come back in.
I can't hear you.
You got on mute. Mute.
Yeah, he might got hit that button on the bottom left.
Yeah, nah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear Uncle Smitty though. I'm gonna bag out and just come back in.
Yeah, my fault. Back out and come back in.
Go ahead and come back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll see him in a second. But yeah, that killer instinct is something that they definitely got to have, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because at the end of the day, you got to be able to close out games, and I just hope going forward they can do that. They actually got a close call in this game, but again, defense picked it up at the end and saved them again. So sometimes I'm gonna be real, and I'm by saying it, I'm not being mean.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the offense got to carry this team.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because defense carried us all season, so you can't just keep depending on them to get 4 sacks this game, 3 sacks this game, because it's not gonna happen. Because every team is different. And the only thing that I disagree with you, Zay, is we talking about Jets as a team. The Jets have one of the best offensive lines in the league, and the Jets have one of the best defensive lines in the league. And we still beat them in the trenches, and that's what was key for this game. So that says a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And Smitty, man, one thing I gotta give you your flowers while I'm on here, man. Big shout out to you, man. I just love how you use your platform. You got a big platform, and I love how you use your platform and you put everybody in position. You feel what I'm saying? You're using your platform the right way, man. I love it. I love to see it. You feel me?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I learned it from an older guy, man. When I first started out in this, and I was working with my buddies, and we didn't last. He followed me on that platform, and about 2 weeks after I left that platform, he gave me my own show on his network. So that's how I learned that you got to give back, man. And that's what it's all about. Because you could help somebody get to where they need to be, and it's not always about you; it's about what you can do for other folks, and that's how those blessings come.
Exactly.
So, but Zay, I appreciate it, and as always, man, tuning in. We'll see you Tuesday, man, if you can tune in.
All right, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate you, Smitty. No appreciate you, everyone. Keep doing y'all thing, man. God bless, man.
Sure. Same to you, brother.
For sure, brothers.
Let's get CFN back in here, man. See what he got to say.
Right.
Can you hear me now? Let me see.
Yup, I hear you loud and clear.
Cool. Let's go. What you got for us?
I ain't never smoked cigarettes in my life. I'm gonna call you Uncle Smitty from here on out, because you remind me of my uncle. Yeah, I did. I told my wife, I said, I need to go buy me a damn pack of cigarettes today. The Falcons had my nerves so bad because I never felt like we was out of the game. I just felt like we were never going to be able to pull away.
Yeah.
I feel like the defense was going to continue making plays. I feel like the defense was going to continue making plays. They couldn't get through our defense for nothing. They couldn't get no yards past like 20 yards. I think they got one or two plays for like 18 and then like 23. He had to keep checking down. That was showing our defense wasn't giving up nothing. This is the best I've seen Richard Grant play all damn season. All season. I give him his flowers today. I was like, okay, it's good. He playing like that. But that offense, man, that play calling, it's just something got to shake, man. Like, we have too many pieces. I was looking at Riddle the whole time. I'm just watching him. He's going through his progression slow. It's like it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like he's not staring too long, but he's staring too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you last minute with your second or third. Now you want to hurry up and try to give a check down to Bijan, about to get this young man killed. He threw one to
Yeah,
Bijan. I said, Lord, why he should just threw it away.
That's why I had asked. I said, what the heck was that?
What was he doing? So I feel like under this, he's still kind of going through like rookie trauma. And Bijan, everybody love when he in the game. But I'm gonna tell you something. I play football, man. We love when they put the person in the game that's supposed to be that person. The coach tell you, I don't make somebody else make the play. He don't make the play. We want the whole team on his head. Everybody, you see him, I want 4 guys' eyes on his little ass. You feel me?
Yep.
And every time he get in the game, it's obvious. Yeah, he gonna make 5-6 yards, but when you ain't doing that shit consistently, that mean they got your number. You know what I'm saying? I honestly thought that Arthur was gonna come in this week like he did last week. I felt like he had a strategic game plan when it came to the run game. He had CP down there busting the line up. CP was strictly for to make sure he lay pads on the linemen, the defensive backs. He put shoulders on their ass. That gave Dijon the perfect play to. Now they tired. Defense like, man, we ain't even trying to tackle right now. They didn't do none of that. He came with a completely different defensive game plan. Offensive game plan compared to their defense. Now, Jets do have one of the best defensive lines in the league now. We ain't going to just make it like this was going to be an easy fucking run game. Them boys be really fighting down there. They be in them trenches for real in the Jets. You know, but I feel like we just got better pieces. You know, Sauce Gardner is the only guy they got that you had to worry about. But I feel like you could have ran a few disguises and some slants. They giving Pitt. You got him going 5 cutting right. Man, send Pitt ass through the middle. Send him through the middle or take him streak and hit a streak.
Season, bro.
Yep.
I've been saying
He built for that.
Bro.
He built for that.
It's there.
Every time, man. It was there all day today. But I love to win because again, it ain't about how you win. It ain't about how you doing you win. It's just completing it as a whole team. The offense did enough just so the defense won't be on their neck. But I bet you the defense sitting there talking to each other like, man, we gotta score. In order for us to really win, the defense gotta score a touchdown like the offense, bro. They gotta put up 7 to 10 points. They're 7 to 14 points themselves. Offense ain't doing it. I don't know what's going on. I bought me a pack of Camel cigarettes. I want to go smoke with my white ball boys today.
yeah, cutting up.
I mean, sometimes they get pushy to that, man. So I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. But I mean, you made some great points. And going forward, man, you know, I would like, and I've been saying this all season. Chris can vouch for me. I just don't understand why they don't take the matchups of Kyle Pitts against these linebackers and safeties. I just don't get it. Maybe they don't. Maybe Ritter doesn't have the confidence to get him in the ball in the middle of the field, or maybe he just scared to throw it deep. I don't know. But going forward, Arthur Smith has to game plan around Bijan, but he has to make Kyle Pitts the top target, not Drake London, because Kyle Pitts always has a mismatch. Yeah, Drake London does sometimes, but Kyle Pitts always has the mismatch. So
the Kansas City Chiefs show us day in and day out that a tight end is 9 out of 10 are going to win every time against any cornerback, any middle linebacker. The safety and the cornerback got to double a tight end. And Kansas City show you day in and day out how Pat Mahomes make sure he look for his tight end because that's the big guy on the field, and he's killing them with slants. Come on, everybody know when you run Kelsey is going straight in the middle. He's gonna hit you a good slant. So it's like
I'm having option routes too.
A lot of those, and that comes down to coaching. You know, I feel like Arthur I feel like he's a great person. I don't know him personally, but if I was to kind of distinguish who he was as a person, I would say he's a great person for the team. He kind of gave me that what's his name? He's the coach for the Cowboy right now. The defensive coach. Dan Quinn. Try to keep Dan Quinn gave us that, like it's like a brotherhood, like we family feel, instead of being more parenting, more kind of like coaching. Like we friends, or we I'm your coach. I can be cool with you, but we got a job to do. You know, give me my wins and do what you're supposed to do, and we can be cool. I'm not finna act like I'm cool with your ass after you ain't go out there and do none of the game plan. Bijan, my dog, that's what I was getting at. He do not pay attention to the quarterback when they put him out in routes, man. He don't. He really don't, bro. He have his back turned to the quarterback, and he be already past 6-7 yards. Then he want to turn around. It's like, no, dog, you the running back. You fast, you elusive, you agile. Take off the line looking at your quarterback. At least make the cornerback, whoever checking you, feel like he is finna throw it to you. They'll give everybody else an option to kind of make a play. You know, I feel like it was an ugly win. I knew it was gonna be cold and wet and rainy. I think he said it last week. He was saying like this weather gonna dictate a lot, and it showed.
Yeah.
You know, it showed. Our offense can't move nothing when the weather ain't in this weather. They haven't even played in that type of climate. You know, we're a dome team. That's the only thing I hate about it, because when we got to go play teams that's sorry, you know, like Jets, they got to get them in, but they ain't top tier teams. We supposed to walk out that game in a few more games, at least 3-4 touchdowns up. When we playing in other climates, it's like I don't know if it's the altitude or what, but we cannot adjust to the other team's climate. And we come back down south and we play like putting up 28 points and shit. It's like, whoa, where was this?
Man, if this offense could have just scored one touchdown in that second half, just one, that game would have been over. Because the defense was doing this thing. The defense was shutting them down. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't pass the ball. They traded quarterbacks. They still fumbling. They still causing turnovers. It just was nothing for the Jets. So
we had four forced fumbles.
Exactly.
I said, damn.
Covered 2 of them, and also 4 sacks. So it just
that's some good defense. That's gonna be hard to beat in the playoffs. That's hard to beat. So I feel like if we are to get in from wild card in the playoffs, our defense is gonna keep it where we're gonna have a lot of low scoring games. If we get in the playoff, any team that we play, they're gonna have to be real dogs on offense, because our defense ain't giving up. I'm talking about 27 consecutive plays with no touchdowns. Man, the Falcons ain't look like that. Falcons ain't look like that in a minute, man. They wouldn't even look like that when they had Vic.
I think the last time they did that bad was 2007. Y'all went to jail. That was the last time. And the only time, to be honest, because other than that, I think the Falcons have been able to move the ball, man. Because back in the day, even we had Gerald Riggs, we could move the ball.
We can move the ball. We always had great running backs. Jamal Anderson, Ward Dunn. We've always had elusive, great running backs. It's just I
wouldn't say elusive. I would say big power backs that can move the ball. But Bijan just a different type of animal that we have never had before.
Yeah. Right.
Catch, speed. Just take over a game. All they have to do is game plan around him, and I think that would change. This positionless football is bull crap. I hate that.
Yeah, it's time to put that to bed.
Yeah, so I mean, come on, man. But CFN, man. Appreciate you coming through.
Always all the time, man. Yeah, man. Every Sunday, man. Every Sunday, I'm talking.
Don't feel bad, bro, because everybody call me now, even though I ain't at that age.
Right,
the way I was raised, bro.
Hey, you just remind me of my uncle, and I'm 35, so you feel me? I just feel like you are older. When it comes to the game, you give a lot of wise things. Most people be trying to bash in the comments. You know, I be feeling like they robots. I ain't gonna lie. I be like, man, who is this robot?
Right.
You really be trying to tell us why you always bashing the fan, but you give great insight and you ain't being biased about it. You love your team just like we love the team. You see it from a real bird's eye view, man. You see it from a real view that in order to win a game, it take a complete team, and we can't be one-sided. We looking for the defense to win all these games. We can cancel it. It ain't gonna work like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta carry you sometimes.
You say real shit, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all. I'm finna jump in the comment because I'm pretty sure somebody down there talking shit right now.
Hey man, go get him, TFN.
Appreciate you, my dog.
All love, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. God bless, man.
No doubt.
Same to you, brother.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Hey, CFN, keep it real though, bro.
Hey, man,
Padre had a great question, man. I had to go back up and find it. He said, "How do we cannot call a single fade route to Drake or Pitts close to the goal line?" He talked about a back shoulder fade. If y'all don't know,
because I can answer that question.
Go ahead.
They don't. Well, first of all, they don't trust the quarterback to be able to throw the back shoulder, and also, well, that may be really about 90% of it. Because I mean, also it's also bad play calling because when we know that's the obvious, but yeah, I believe the coach and the coach and the quarterback is not on the same page. I don't trust you. You obviously don't trust me. We're just out here just winging it and hoping we get a win because it don't make any sense on why we haven't seen anything like that. And the last time I believe we did see something like that was against the Packers, to when it really wasn't even a back shoulder. It should have been a back shoulder to Drake London, but it almost turned into INT in the end zone for Jair Alexander. So that's what I'm saying. So it could be something like that. Maybe they just thinking about that, and maybe they feel like he can't throw the back shoulder. But if he can't throw the back shoulder,
well, he's an NFL quarterback. He should be able to make any throw on the field.
Yeah,
just be real.
Should.
Yeah, what it is. Slim, what's up, man?
Yeah, what it do?
What's up with y'all, man? Y'all good?
Oh man, can't complain, man. Falcons got to win. My dinner gonna taste good.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. But hey, this is what I say, everybody. What you saw on the field today is what the Falcons gonna have to do every week because you have a poor quarterback.
Yeah.
Your defense have to overcompensate for them every game. So look at last game. We had 24 points. You subtract that, it was around 16 points. So once again, Desmond Ridder is going to get you low teams. He's going to get you that because that's what he gets you most of the game. Right. But outside of that, you're not going to get nowhere unless the defense overcompensates. So that's the game plan right there. I like how they incorporated Pitts because I guarantee you Pitts was telling them, hey, look, man, y'all need to start giving me this ball. But I said that last week. This is going to be a Pitts game, this game.
Needed it. Got his fingerprints all over it.
Larry, why you always eating, man?
Come
on. Man, you always eating.
I'm talking about
bad. Hey, man, my wife keep me fed and happy. That's why.
Hey, tell Sean I'll be over there for a plate, man. Cause I'm
hungry. Hey, man, shut up.
No, you won't.
He said, no, you won't.
No, you won't, Sean. No, you won't.
He gonna be done ate it all, so he don't even matter. He gonna be done ate it all.
This a love belly right here. What y'all talking about? That's a love.
Man, come on, man.
But man, hey man, excellent game by the defense. Jesse Bates, Defensive Player of the Year. If we weren't so crappy and had a mid record, he definitely would be in the discussion, man. He's won 4 games for us this season. That's not even a debate. It's not a debate. Anybody saying anything?
He going to the Pro Bowl.
Clark Phillips, the third, play.
I talked about him at the beginning. He had a great game. But go ahead.
Yeah, man, I really like the kid. They were trying to attack him so much, but he played so well. It started barbecue fricasseeing Jeff Okuda. That's who was getting cooked up. If you want something to eat, go check out number 1. He has some barbecue sauce dripped all over it.
Oh man.
We hope any message about AJ Terrell and his health moving forward.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything from you guys.
I think Arthur Smith said he was going to wait until they get the but as of right now, you know, they don't know. So he said he's going to wait until they get to see a doctor.
What up, Coach? I see you, fam.
Yeah, man. He going through that protocol most likely. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I want to make sure that Nate Landman is cool too. I know he had his helmet on, but we definitely got to make sure that Nate is cool too. We can't lose either one of those players because they both played stellar this season, man. It's just
right.
And AJ, like again, we need AJ Terrell. Let's cut the Jeff Okuda talk about him being better than AJ or whatever the case may be. We need AJ Terrell.
We still need AJ.
But you know what that was? I think they was in a cover too, and I think Okuda was thinking that he had help over the top, and
Yeah,
Jesse Bates was. But
I can agree
you
with
gotta
that.
give Jesse Bates his credit, you know. But I think because if you look at the way Okuda was actually positioned, he was waiting for the flat. He was not positioned to take on the. He was shifting the coverage to the safety, but just Jesse Bates didn't get over there in time. That was all.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that.
Because he still had his chest to the quarterback. He still had his chest to the quarterback. So that
He
means
did.
he's waiting for the
He
flat.
He did. He did.
Yeah, but
Definitely did.
like somebody said earlier, man, I just think with this game, it just showed us how much we do need AJ. So I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna say nothing else about trading him, not about giving him his money. He done earned it. So at the end of this year, I think they go ahead and pay him instead of going into that fifth year option, unless they can go out and find a edge rusher that they can bring in, a veteran, to come in and help this defense. And I think going forward, man, AJ is just I think he's a Falcon for life at this point.
Yeah, it was a great.
Oh yeah, the Falcons not. The Falcons not.
Y'all had Abraham on, and Abraham said pay him. He said he was a dog. He liked how he played, and he's a keeper. That's what he said when he was on there. Great interview by you guys. If you guys ain't checked out that interview with John Abraham coming on here on Sports Machine, I don't know what y'all doing. I was streaming, but I saw he was on. We rated y'all, and I was like, oh, I need to check this out. So I checked it out right after the stream. So yeah, shout out to A. Give me that good commentary.
Yeah, he came in, he brought the funk, and he didn't he didn't pull no
sugarcoat nothing.
Yeah,
he ain't
pull
sugarcoat nothing. So yeah, he always whenever he come through, man, he gonna keep it real. That's why when I met him, he just been the same. He just been the same. He ain't never switched up. He just been the same John Abraham. So he was just like he was when he was playing football. He just keep it real.
And apparently Zach Harrison need to step his game up so he can know, so John Abraham can know who he is.
Bingo.
Yeah,
that was fun. That was funny.
You're right. It's crazy. Before, remember, he said he didn't know who Albert Abacady is. He knows who he is now.
Right. So I mean, hey, that's how you catch these legends. That's how you catch their attention. You perform on the football field. So
and I hope AJ played. I hope he come back Sunday, because he got to go up against Evans, and Evans ain't no joke. And Evans plays physical, so he like to hit you on that.
He do.
You know what?
Chicken wing and all that.
I saw it the first game. I feel like Jeff Okudah played Mike Evans better than AJ that game, and the reason why, I think Okudah wasn't scared to stick his arms in there. AJ was trying to play it safe most of that game, and when he did cover him on that long pass play, Mike Evans got the offensive pass interference. They didn't call it, but Okudah played a lot better that game because he wasn't afraid to use his hands. AJ plays it safe, but it's another game, it's another week. So next week, AJ is gonna be key because I'm gonna be real. If Okudah has to check Mike Evans, it's gonna be a long day.
And not to mention, you need Phillips. I think he's short, and you got Godwin. You got Godwin. You got they tight end. You got
Kate Otter.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long day. But luckily they got Baker Mayfield. So
yeah, that's the plus for us. Yeah. It's still big.
But I'm gonna give Clark Phillips some credit, man, because today he did a hell of a job on Garrett Wilson. He took Garrett Wilson out the game, and he wasn't scared to throw his head in there. So you talk about cornerbacks that like to hit. The Falcons got four cornerbacks that like to hit. D often can hit AJ, Jeff, and Clark Phillips.
Now I like that he liked to hit, but the only thing about that is you got these small cornerbacks get a lot of head injuries because they don't tackle.
Thank you.
They don't do straight tackling. They tackle with their head, so they fly into the receiver.
That's how they come.
That's good. It's good when you talking about tackling from behind the line because you typically catching them on the side, but You ain't gonna be able to do that with no Mike Evans. That's like trying to do that with Julio. It ain't gonna happen. So
Yeah, that's good in Street Fighter when you need Honda, but not tackling.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you that's
Hey,
very effective in Street Fighter, and that's about it.
Dwayne, I don't think Tyler Flowers can match up with Mike Evans. Mike Evans is too fast and his wingspan is too crazy. If he
yeah,
can keep up speed wise, that would be a good matchup. But I think Mike Evans would burn him, man.
Oh yeah, he will burn them. Yeah,
Trey
Don't-
Flowers.
That
Trey Flowers,
that
yeah.
stride for Mike Evans would torch Trey Flowers. Yeah,
and not to mention, Mike Evans is physical. Mike Evans will beat you down on that line, and they don't call it either. So,
they don't.
and it's like,
They around and they ain't say nothing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think after that, when AJ said that obvious call, like you were saying, Smitty, and then AJ, he was like, I'm gonna play it straight. I'm gonna play it safe now because they like that type of. It's not college. You don't get 10 yards. Those are spot fouls, so that
Right.
can give up. And I know the defense, know the offense is not that good, so they don't want to give up the game either.
That's facts. Cheesecake, what's up, man? What you got for us?
What's up, Mr. Smitty? How you feeling, baby?
What's good, man?
Hey, man, I feel good, man. We got that dub, man. I feel good with it, bro.
We need
And like you said earlier, man, the defense can't keep winning for the Falcons. Like, we get to the playoffs, man, we might be in trouble because our offense got to step up. Our offense got to step up. Desmond had a pretty good game today. The only concern is still the offense play calling, man, because Art Smith ain't connecting with the players, man. I just feel like he got to put more game plan for the offense. They had so many different quarterbacks. We only had 4 sacks. I feel like we could have got more sacks than that. You know what I'm saying? Then you get to the goal line, you don't want to use Kyle Pitts, who's a big size for us. You're using Drake London more than Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be real, man. I know we got 4 sacks today, but I think all of those sacks they impacted the game. If y'all remember me saying a couple of weeks ago, it was a lot of empty sacks, meaning getting sacks here, getting sacks there. But the sacks that they got, they were game changing. And that's what we need to see more of going forward. If they can do that more going forward, I think it helps this defense. It helps the mentality of this defense. And Bud Dupree, I can't give him enough credit, bro. This dude, 2 sacks this game. I think he's up to about 5 for the season, somewhere in there. And I think going forward, I think he's going to be the key to this pass rush. And he's been a veteran, so he's been around. But again, Bud Dupree was probably still at what I think he only makes $45 million. So I mean, what else? What more can you ask for?
But I think with Bud Dupree, though, I think he's showing the league that look, I'm still in there. I'm bouncing back. So
there you go.
When his contract come up, he probably gonna try to go to another team. But I gotta say this though, I ain't never seen this since I was born. The referees actually looked out for the Falcons this game, but that was an interception. That was not a pass interference because he has every right to go for that ball. And who was that? Pitt ran directly into him. He ran directly into him. Dude, that was not. But the referees looked out for us this game. I got to give the referees some credit on that one. They looked out for us.
I'll take it.
Yeah, take it now. help the win. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we need them breaks because all the time we don't get them breaks.
Right.
Look at the game last night with Georgia. So that's all I got to say about that. But man, it's been a great show. We went a little bit over the hour, but man, like I said, I always want to get y'all vibe, a little bit, know what y'all thinking, how y'all feel about the game. So I always thank y'all coming through. Thank y'all for coming through. And shout out to the chat, man, for again coming through on a Sunday. Now Tuesday we had the Buccaneers pregame preview show. Former Bucks defensive tackle James Cannon, my good friend, is going to stop through and talk Bucks football with us. Also, going to have AJ from Bucks Report. So we're going to have a full house Tuesday. So make sure y'all come through, man, because like we always do, man, we're going to try to get y'all a hell of a show, man, like we always try to do. But before I get out of here, man, Larry, tell them where to find you, and we're going to roll from there.
All right, man. As always, man, appreciate you letting me come on the platform. Always spreading that knowledge about these Falcons. Yeah, man, I'm on the DixonWay.com on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Rumble, all that, man. Spotify, iHeartRadio, and what's that? Apple Podcasts.
Right.
We're doing that, man. We do live watch party streams, play-by-play. So if you guys don't like the announcers, man, you come over and check us out. Turn down the radio or the TV. Turn us up, man. And we try to entertain you guys. We're talking, interacting with you guys in the chat. We got the chat going. We got a whole bunch of little sayings we do in the game, man. So check us out, man. We think we're a little bit entertaining. So if you guys ever want to just kick you watching the game, you bored, man, come on over and check out the Dixon Way, man. Everybody, welcome to the Dixon Way family. Come on. And hopefully, I can get Smitty and some other people. I'm doing a lot of dual streams now. Football is a little bit easier than basketball, so I'm trying to work out some things. But yeah, overall, man, I appreciate all y'all coming through. I'm trying to get this man down here, A1 down on the Hawks report. We always talking about the Hawks and stuff like that. But yeah,
man, we're gonna definitely link up.
Thank you always for letting me in. Shout out to Coach. I see y'all. Cheesecake, the legend. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep pushing like that, man. Almost to 2,000 subs, man. We're 96 away from reaching 2,000 subs. So hopefully, my wife got the idea. We're gonna pop off 2,000 fireworks if we reach the 2,000.
Hey, there you go.
Last year we was at 500 and we popped off 500 fireworks, lit up the neighborhood. So now we're going for 2,000. So appreciate you.
Right on time. Right on time.
I can hit you can follow me on YouTube, the Cheesecake Family 15 REACTS. I do reaction videos and I do all bunch of Falcons content. So you can follow me on Facebook too, Talil Brooks, TALIL Brooks, BROKS. I've been telling Mr. Smitty keep doing his thing, man, on Facebook, and I got Brodo. It's a pleasure to be on y'all show, man. Every Sunday, man. It's a new week, man. You want to know, man, but we in first place, baby, so we got to keep going, man. You know what I'm saying? Dirty Birds all the way, man. We go.
Facts. Appreciate you, my brother. Slim. Tell people what's up, man, before you get out of here.
Man, I just want to thank y'all for letting me even come on the show, man. I'm just an average dude that like the Falcons, man. That's all. I'd like to give y'all props.
Chris, you know what to do, man, before we get out of there.
Indeed. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate you for always coming through. Oh, man. Well, you already know. Hey, man, shout out to Desmond Ridder, man. No pick since the first game, no pick since the Texans game. I'm going to give him his flowers on that, even though how small it may be. Also, man, shout out to Creekside High School. Going to the state championship, man. My bro, Coach West, is the offensive line coach for Creekside High School. So I'm gonna try to get him in a little interview to talk about it before it's time for the state championship. Thinking about going to that game as well. Shoot, man, it's a lot to unpack. Oh, man, me and C-Dub, we got some things working in the background as far as like some wrestling content. Definitely got to get on with the Dixon Way, man. I've been missing those Mondays lately, man. Been work schedule. But I may be able to do
both of y'all got to hook up with
tomorrow is actually my birthday, December up. December 4th in the building. Jay-Z. Yeah, I got to share the same birthday as him, but I feel like he really got it from me. I think I'm an older soul and I may have been here first. So therefore, he got the same birthday as me.
But yeah, man, Chris, birthday tomorrow, man. My little brother birthday tomorrow too. So man, it's
That's
gonna be a
awesome.
double
Well,
dip
I don't think
tomorrow.
them coming on his birthday then.
I mean, hey, I came on
Nah,
on
nah, nah.
mine.
Celebrate. I'm not speaking on December the 8th. That's my son's birthday. So we will
Oh,
not
okay, okay,
on December the 8th. You feel me?
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got two brothers with birthday this week, so
Right.
it's gonna be triple dipping for me because Chris just like a little bro too. So
Hey, man. That's what I'm saying, hey, man. I'm planning on having me some fun, man. Falcons don't got that dub. What I had said too, I said, well, all I need from the Falcons is a victory for my birthday. I appreciate y'all looking
There you
out
go.
for your boy. Shout out to y'all for that. And Dixon, man, we're gonna see what happens tomorrow, man. I may have
Nah,
to
man, it's your
see what
birthday.
I
Bump
on,
that.
man.
No, nope.
hey,
I
bro,
said,
don't get
no, I said I'm not allowed.
hey
I forbid you.
hey
Damn, said I'm
hey.
not allowed.
It's your
Don't
birthday.
get into too much trouble tomorrow because you better have your ass there Tuesday. That's all I got to
Oh
say.
yeah, man. I'm gonna try to make sure I ain't
But
hungover for Tuesday or none of that crazy mess.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Y'all know where to find me, man. Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube, sportsblog.com. Fatboy Slim _21 on Twitter. Y'all see it right there under my name, side of my name, Smooth Smitty. Shout out to my boy Alberto, my boy Uncle Steve. They in New York representing the Falcons
Right.
and the Jets. They were at Meadowlands today. So
Big Low.
shout out to Berto, shout out to Uncle Steve, shout out to my little bro, Big Low Country Sports. He may do a show tonight, I don't know. And we'll
And
see
shout
where
out
it
to
goes,
Berto
man.
for getting that autograph. If y'all seen
From
it on
Kyle
Twitter,
Pitts.
man.
That
Yeah,
probably was
Okay.
good luck. Yeah, that probably
yeah,
was good luck.
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
shout out to Berto, man. Berto always putting in work though, man, because he working by me and him working by hard behind the scenes to bring y'all good content, man, and we just gonna keep doing that. Because that's all we know how to do. But until Tuesday, man,
Just
just
keep
gonna roll
staying
on out,
tuned,
man.
y'all. Just keep staying tuned.
Because I mean we cooking on some big things behind the scenes. We growing. Chris is with Fox Sports, Berto is Bleacher Report, and I myself I'm on the Sports Roundtable with the Falcon Report on iHeartRadio. So everybody's growing, everybody's expanding, and y'all just keep supporting, keep pushing. And again, man, if y'all haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Help me get to them 10,000 subs, so YouTube can push me a little bit further because I'm trying to push myself to be great. But for my boy Chris, my boy Larry Dixon Way, man, and for all the guests that came through in the chat, we gonna holler at y'all later, man. Peace.
All right.